Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Now in this video, I feel like I've been on a very pro PlayStation 5 day all throughout today. Mainly because we had a little bit of a conversation video earlier on today, kind of talking about how the fact that the Xbox is somewhat on the slacking side when it comes to exclusives. And at least for the PlayStation, we just have at least like a 3 or 4 pretty big games and hopefully more as time goes on. But that's kind of a big thing to kind of go note because we actually now have all the analytics coming out. As you guys know, it kind of sometimes take a few weeks to go kind of get all the information and all the stuff floating on in. You know, you literally can't go and know what's going to be going on all throughout February when February is like not even close to being done. You know what I mean? So we actually have some very intriguing information that although with all these kind of big droughts and everything else mixed on in, the PlayStation 5 is actually still selling phenomenally well. Now, these past 2 weeks or so, especially, not so much, but it is very nice to go and see the fact that we're actually seeing some good movement, some good bump ups, and overall good stock stuff just for pretty much everything in the gaming world. So we're going to talk about a bunch of other little cool things on in, as well as also some official statements and overall cool sales too as well when it comes to games and games numbers. So hope you guys are all enjoying your weekends. We may have like maybe one little baby mini video up maybe later on, but I do appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller. Samsung SSDs down below on sale. We also have the Samsung phones too as well. The Twitter and Twitch stream, as I mentioned, the Weeble and the Coinbase. And let's go and dive into the video itself. So as I mentioned, the PlayStation 5 has actually been doing pretty solid. Pretty much every game, I always say this every few months whenever these kind of analytical videos kind of come on out. But when it comes to this, Xbox doing great, Switch doing great, PlayStation doing great. Although they are still on the uphill battle against the semiconductors and just everything else, it's still going good. So we actually have an article over here to talk about the PlayStation 5, which was now actually confirmed the best selling console in all of the United States, thankfully in the PlayStation 5 for January as well. Where Sony, funny enough, as the article even states, although they probably have not been paying too much attention on these past few weeks, because I'd be surprised if we've sold more than like 5,000 PlayStation 5s this entire month so far, where it basically goes and says at least January was a very good month. So with this, Sony's PlayStation 5 was United States best selling console as of January 2022, the NPD group has announced. If you guys don't know, we've actually covered the NPD group before, and we'll probably actually go a little bit more on the in-depth stuff, which I've always found a little bit more on the intriguing side when it comes to games and what games they're selling. We actually kind of covered this in a video before too as well. In the analyst group's latest data, it has also been revealed that the PlayStation 5 was the best selling hardware platform in January in both units sold, as well as also in dollars made. And funny enough too, even though the Switch has been an overall like huge, pretty much evil villain, always just kind of coming back out from the secondary spot to first place, the Xbox Series X and S is finally actually getting some nice, just basically attention, because they place second in both categories, though the two consoles combined front push overall hardware sales to the second highest January on record at $390 million, which actually was an even bigger increase as well from the 22% as of last year. But it's kind of weird to also go and see this because so far February is kind of just not doing good. I'm sure you guys have heard me complain about or talk about it. We've had basically one big retailer drop. We've had like a little bit of side stuff, but it's basically just been Target, and we're still waiting for a lot of big boys, Amazon, Walmart, even Best Buy, although they have been doing a little bit of walk-ins as we've been covering. It's just been very quiet. It's been very chill. So while January might be doing good and all the analytic numbers, kind of show up a little bit later, it kind of stinks because, well, it's still not good. You know what I mean? So it's just what the January has had the highest figures to date was actually back in 2009. And this was on the big competition back in the Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3, which actually to me was probably one of my more golden eras of gaming. Everyone I knew had a Wii, everyone I knew had either an Xbox or PlayStation, and I kind of felt like that was the very start of online gaming as a whole, and a lot of the Call of Duty games, just basically just a lot of really good experiences at that time. Now, despite the huge hardware sales this January, however, spending across game hardware content and accessories actually did go and climb year over year, which I think the decline kind of makes sense, mainly because if you've already had your console for a while, you probably would have your controllers, you probably would have all the accessories, probably have the charging docks, and there really wasn't that many crazy big game releases in January itself. Now, let's kind of go talk more on the software side too. Software sales saw Pokemon Legends Arceus take the top spot, which wouldn't, I mean, it makes sense. It's literally Pokemon. Like, I mean, who is not going to be buying Pokemon? Who's not going to go get that pickup? Like, that's just how it is, boys. Like, it's just, you have a new Pokemon game, you have a new Mario game, you have a good Zelda game that's not like a remake. That's going to be number one, almost no matter what. Also, thank you for the little follow-up on Twitch over there. That's just how it is. That's how the world is. So then also, we also had this too as well with Call of Duty Vanguard, which is kind of surprising still in how well it's selling. And it's kind of also a big focus of why we keep on mentioning Call of Duty when it comes to the Microsoft acquisition and Sony and all that little drama drama tied on in, which thankfully we did go and hear good news on. If you guys missed that video, we did also go and see that Microsoft did want to keep stuff public and keep on making stuff, available for everyone. Monster Hunter, which is still somehow on the top selling list, very surprisingly so, but it is more of a newer release, so it makes sense, and also is available on the Switch and all the other stuff too as well. And then Madden on top of that, and then God of War, which once again kind of goes to showing how strong that PC market is, because God of War came out in 2018, so it's been quite some time since it actually came out in the first place. So as well, both Monster Hunter Rise and God of War saw massive spikes in sales. This is due to their Steam releases as of last month, and they were 94th and 146 bestsellers respectively. And as of now as well, the PS5 has officially outsold the Wii U, which actually covered that news a few days ago, as of February 2nd, which is kind of crazy because that PlayStation 5 that's been out for literally 1 year has now fully actually been an entire console that was out for an entire console's life cycle, as in about a year and a few months. So it's actually kind of crazy to go and see. As of right now, we still have for sure not seen the Xbox Series X even beat that yet, although there's Xbox Series X numbers keep on growing and growing and growing, and the restock numbers keep on getting better and better and better as time has gone on, which is always very nice to see. Like pretty much everything has been going on, at least the PlayStation 5, as it's kind of been pulling these records, although there is still sometimes those supply lulls. And if you guys want to leave your comments and thoughts down below, if you guys still have not gotten your PlayStations, I totally get it. Mainly because, we do love the restocks in the channel itself. But it's crazy for me to go and see this. Like, it's crazy just seeing on how well the PS5 is still performing, but also not performing. Like, we haven't really had a restock in 3 weeks, like a proper good one. So I'm just going to hope that next week's going to be good. I've been waiting for Walmart for 4 weeks now based on their trends and everything else. And it's just overall just a big disappointment. But basically for this, don't forget they did finally go and outsell the PS4, at least in the first year. Second year, I think they did go and tone down their projections. And also, on the somewhat sad news, if you guys did miss it, they did also go confirm that they will be making even less consoles as well, which is not the best news. I'll be fully honest with you guys, not the best stuff to go and see. But at least they did also go break the Switch's 33-month streak too as well at the very top. So you guys can always keep on seeing whenever I see these articles. It's always very, very intriguing to go and know and see what's doing so well and what's popping off. But it's always intriguing to go and see, you'd probably both agree that Pokemon is probably always going to take a #1 spot when there's a brand new Pokemon game coming out. And Call of Duty is always flown around. But it's also intriguing to go and see that we did not see anything like on Spider-Man. Didn't see Miles Morales. Didn't see any other various PS4, PS5 game. We'll probably be seeing Horizon probably take a top spot almost without a doubt, especially as of, I don't know, it's just one of the biggest games out there for quite some time. Though we did also see the news that the original Horizon, the very first Horizon on PS4, actually, I do believe, sold over 20 million copies too as well, both if you include Steam and also on PS4. So I'm sure no matter what, and basically the February thing, when it comes out in March, because you have the entire month be finished and have all the information according for. That's why we're doing the January stuff right now. It probably goes to show that that's going to be a huge number. I would actually not be surprised if Horizon was literally #1 because of how well it's been doing. Same thing too with Sifu. I don't think it's going to be a top 10 or whatever, but it did go and sell over 500,000 units, and I've even checked it out quite a bit on my Twitch stream, and the game itself is good. It's a genuinely good game. So I'm just letting you guys all know, it does kind of seem like the PlayStation 5 is doing great still. Now, once again, as I've mentioned a few times, same with the Xbox 2 as well. Now, just give us more restocks. I know there's the huge semiconductor problem. I know there's everything else. But at the end of the day, it's cool that you're the best-selling console in January, but we're in February, we're in March. I want to see forward thinking. I want to see more production. I want to see more consoles being sold. I want more bigger retailers restocking, and I kind of feel like it's almost unacceptable for all the scheduling and stock arrivals for there to be a 3-4 week period where there's basically no restocks. So right now, I think we're at the very tail end of that lull, which should be very nice to go and see. I'm very excited for us to get proper stuff again. I never mind doing fun filler videos like this because I think it's fun information to dissect and the stuff I want to do after I'm done with all the restock grind. But it would be very, very nice for us to actually have these consoles readily available, because it's cool to go brag and gloat that you're the best-selling console in the United States, but 3 weeks later, you have a huge, massive lull where nothing's being sold. It's almost kind of weird. It's like you're bragging about how you're the high school champ, and then you're already out of college and you're not even playing football anymore. You know what I mean? But anyway, at least we have still been seeing really good numbers still for all the gaming industry when it comes to games, when it comes to the Switch, when it comes to the Xbox, when it comes to the PlayStation. And it's also very nice to see that the demand is still so ever so high for the PlayStation 5. And kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. If you guys still have actually gotten your consoles yet, if you guys did not, as well, if you guys are just hoping for more restocks like how I am. And on top of that too, if any of the random games in the top list surprised you at all, I think it kind of lined up pretty good of what I was expecting for all of January. So a little bit of a quick little late night video. Hope you guys all enjoy it. We may have one little sneaky video mixed done into as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Samsung SSDs down below. Samsung phones as well. Twitter and Twitch stream on top of that. And sign up for that Weeble. Sign up for that Coinbase. And I'll see you guys up later on tonight or tomorrow for some more brand new videos. Love you guys.